Hi planner people. So today I'm back with a flip through of my new to me Gillio medium Compagna in Epoca orange. And with me is my daughter who's laughing at me right now. She's picking seashells. So we've got the sun shining, a few clouds, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the true colour of the Gillio. I think it's pretty true to colour there. I'm loving this, by the way. So as it is, I bought this off a very nice lady who bought it new and never really used it. I just think that she thought the orange was too bright, but I really like this colour, whether it's like this or whether it patinas to a darker colour. I really enjoy it and I think it's perfect for all seasons. It is a bit pebbly. I do love textured leather, so I'm quite happy with this. It's a chunky monkey. It has 30mm gold rings in, which I replaced it with. I'm using top and bottom tabs because obviously due to the 30mm rings it's quite close to the edge. I like it being close to the edge though because I don't like having too much gap, so this is just perfect. So when I first began planning, I was in a Filofax personal, and I always thought the pages were too narrow for some reason. I really didn't like the personal size. I switched to an A5 and then I tried different brands and then I tried different sizes. The last one I was in, apart from my Hobonichi Weeks Mega, was the Franklin Covey Compact, which I did love, but nothing feels quite as snug or as perfect in my hands as a medium does. And I've gone back to personal size and I'm absolutely loving it. I've made it work with the instance I'm in right now. I think the Franklin Covey Compact is brilliant, but it's not as mobile depending on what bag you're in. And oh, the sun's gone. The sun's gone. What's wrong? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not as easy to carry around, I think, for an everyday carry. And I was finding, especially the blooms inserts, I ended up with way too much empty space, which I hated. I didn't like seeing the empty space, and it's wasteful, I think, because you've got the timed inserts on the left page and then notes and to-dos, well, notes on the right page, which you can use for more to-dos, but I just thought it wasn't needed. So let's get into this. So I'm holding the camera in my right hand, so I'm hoping this is easy to figure out. So here is my favourite photo of all time, and it's a photo of me, my husband and my daughter on our wedding day, well, with everyone I hold dear to me. This was our thank you card. On this side, this was a divider that came in the blooms inserts, and I just trimmed off the tab, and I just used this to save further damage because the rings are indenting the leather a bit, and I'm not bothered. I'm not one to baby my planners, but I don't want it getting any worse. I don't want the leather thinning out. I'm not quite sure what to do long term, but for now this works. So here I have just a little bit of cardstock with a sticker that I got as a freebie with the purchase from L&B Makes. This here this came with my CrossbowPrintable purchase the other day. I got some habit trackers. in this secretarial pocket, these are just some prescriptions, invoices, receipts, and this again is from CrossbowPrintables. That is so me. Coffee, tea, anything hot. Here again, just doctor stuff. I have these cute post-its from my local bookshop. This charm, oh, let's take this out. This charm I found from a shop on Etsy. I thought that was gorgeous. I would like to say that as much as I love Gillio and I think the quality is fantastic, I'm not too impressed with the zipper pull. I find like the real ostriches that have the leather zipper pull, or I've seen the old Epoca leathers that have the actual leather zipper pull. I think that's brilliant, and it shows the quality of the binder, and you know, for the price of it, this doesn't live up to the quality of the rest of the binder, I think. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. So here I just have some transparent sticky dots again. It's just a freebie from Lethbridge Cards. This here I just carry around with me is from my daughter's christening. We had a mermaid theme. This is what we give in churches when we christen children in the Orthodox Church, Christian Orthodox Church. I'm Greek, Cypriot. Let's close this. This little bit here, this piece of card that you see, oh, is it coming out the other end? It is. So this, I need to put that back. Okay, so here I have, these are actually necklaces I used to wear a lot, and I've just put them here because I think they're just so cute. So this is pink, so you can't go wrong. And then we also have Poseidon. I'm a sea lover, as you can see. So the pen I'm using is this Pelican one. I'll tell you why I put it in the rings in a minute. So this cardstock came with the inserts from Franklin Covey. It was just to keep them straight in post. The reason why it's there is because I don't want any damage from the zipper pull, because I've seen that happen a lot. So no damage on the fly leaf. These again, some freebies. This penguin my daughter made me with those gem kits. She loves penguins and she's done so many of these over lockdown. All of my inserts have slits through them, so I don't have to keep opening and closing the rings. Fly leaf.
Mama,
so here she also likes butterflies. So here is a Filofax top loading pouch and a Frankenstein makeshift pen loop. So about half of the Filofax inserts I had before with another planner. Yeah, so this came with some makeup brushes, and I thought I'll use it as a pen loop because I'm impatient and I wanted to have 2 pen loops. So I tried gluing it didn't work. I tried melting it together, it didn't work, so I ended up stitching it like this, which is really ugly, but it does the job. Here we have some Filofax acetate. This again was something that I had from an old planner. Some translucent sticky notes. My inbox. So all of my dividers are made from this, which came in a B6 KKK that I've since sold, but I kept the dividers and I cut them down and trimmed them to use in my personal. And I'm using, these were actually sticky notes that I cut down, and these labels were from Franklin Covey, and I'm using those as my tabs. Some I've ended up writing because I didn't have these certain words, but I'm not bothered for now, it's fine. So this is just to reach my inbox easier. This is like a master to do or important things I need to remember for the month, and I just tick them off, or I allocate them where they need to be. This is my notes section that I've cleared out. These here were all from an old Filofax that I bought about 10 years ago, and I'm so glad I'm a hoarder when it comes to planner things. I mean, I don't really throw paper anyway, it's wasteful. But I saved them and now I'm using them, even though I've not been in personal size for 10 years. Again, another divider. This is to separate my calendar sections, so the actual calendar bit. So all I do is to mark off my cycle here. These again, Franklin Covey blooms. This is for the future planning. Trim them down, slit them. Just, you know, any big important days that I need to remember. This is good to have. It goes right up to 2025. Horizontal year planner. I don't think I've written anything. I've not used that yet. Again, Filofax. So the reason why I am using a lot of Filofax inserts is because because the year had already started by the time I decided what size I'm going to be in, they were on offer. 2, I actually really like the paper colour, which is just off white but not cream. I don't really like white paper, and the quality is great to write on. I hate writing on crappy paper. And I just went with it. All of the other brands that I like the layouts of, they were just too expensive for something that I'm going to end up not using. You know, I'm just gonna use them and then either throw them. I probably won't even save them because I use my Slimmer Punto for reference. That's the one that I save. So that is what I did. I chose Filofax. I did buy some digital inserts, but that didn't work out because of lockdown and where I am. It was difficult to get hold of good quality paper, and I hate writing on crappy paper, like I said. So Filofax it is. So on the other side we have the personal information that I nearly showed you, so I just quickly paused and flipped through. Just standard info that comes with Filofax, notes, and then we have, so this here takes me to whatever month I'm on. This is my entire month section. So in this Gillio, I hold the entire months in year in months, all of the weeklies, and then the past and present month in the dailies. I like to have all of the months so I can see the big stuff that happened and the big stuff that's going to happen, like a bird's eye view. I like to have the weeklies because that is brilliant for future planning. You can get a bit more detailed. And then the dailies, obviously you need dailies, but you don't need too far in advance. So this here, again, it was one that I had. I used paint thinner to get rid of the Filofax. It had another word here, Filofax. I removed that, and then I used another label from Franklin Covey. So I know this is where I organise myself. This one here says today. It should say weekly because it takes me to my weeks. So I use this here just as a, you know, all of my weekly to-dos, and then they get allocated where they need to be. So that is that. Then we have this one here, another Filofax ruler. This takes me to my dailies. So here, I used to use it like this when I first started with Filofax. So we have the timed appointments here, and then there's sort of a gap, and then you've got another section here which I use as to-dos. I think, is it the Pink Planner Girl that also does this? It just makes sense. You don't need this much space to write your appointments, you know, like this is just perfect. You don't need. So then these are my daily to-dos. So all of the ones that are in the master task list get appointed to where they need to be, date and time. So if they're not time specific, they go here, otherwise they'll go there. And then I just tick them off as I go along, just like you would in the bullet system. So it's just easy peasy. Then we have the lists. So here we have the planner stuff inventory. That's how much stuff I have, but I need to keep track of it, what I buy and what I sell, because way too much. So we have, let's switch hands. This just gets moved around planner to planner, birthdays, anniversaries, goals, so I can brainstorm or break it down, get things done. Contacts, because I've learned the hard way, breaking way too many phones. Habit tracker, this is from CrossbowPrintables. 1 second. So this is just some things that I keep track of, so easy to just tick off, enough categories, and then that's it. They're a bit whiter than the rest of the pages, but that's fine. And then we also have a family section. We have the family section, which I'm not going to go through. I've got some medical information, stuff to do with my daughter, passwords in there. One for, so me, my daughter and my husband. And then we have finance. So I'm not finished setting this section up yet. So the only thing that I have that I can show you is something I made and printed out myself. It's not even the right size, but I don't care. So what this is a list of perpetual, monthly and yearly expenses. So these are things that aren't going to change. These I need to pay every month. These I need to pay every year. So, and I've not even filled this in actually. So what this is basically, I don't need to know exactly the date or the amount. I just, or even the type of payment. I just need to know whether I've paid it off or not. It's good to just quickly reference. So that is what this is for. And then we've got a map of the world, you know, to look at and dream about places that maybe we could visit if lockdown ever ends. And then I have, oh, 1 second. And then this is a Franklin Covey page lifter, which is brilliant. It's easy to write on if I'm on my lap or just to help turn the pages over. These are things that I used in my Hobonichi weeks with my Slimmer Punto, but I don't know why I've put them in here. I just think I didn't want to lose them. And then these are some pages that I need to rewrite to put into my my planner. Not got round to that yet. So because like I said, I'm not using the pen loops anymore. I can, but what happens is when I do use the pen loops, it pulls on the popper a bit, so it does close, but I don't like how it's so tight because I'm afraid that it's going to rip. So because of that, like I said, I slip my pen in here because this is a really stretchy pen. And then, so that's easy to, you know, if I'm going to drop something down. And then this is a nice thin pencil case that I got off Amazon. Hi, Marina. Yeah. So yeah, that is that. I will make a list of everything that I have in this planner in the down bar. So if there's anything that you want to get hold of, or if there's anything you want to ask, don't hesitate. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because every time I've made a video I forget to say that. Oh, by the way, this here, I didn't actually end up telling you what it is. So it's a bit of the same cardboard as the dividers. So for some reason here there were indentations from every time the rings were open, and because I wanted to avoid further damage, it's not really damaged, but I don't want any damage. So because of that, I just slipped a little piece of cardboard there. I can't do the same on the top. The top isn't as bad, it's not really visible, but I can't do the same because these are open secretarial ones. So I've just done that. Not that I rarely open them anyway, but just in case. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video. I hope the sea's not been too loud in the background. My daughter has been very, very good. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. And if there's anything you want to see a video of, please drop me a message. I am planning on having a video of every single planner I own, what I use them for, you know, why they're my favorite, and the planners that I'm going to be letting go. I will be parting with some that I've decided I'm never going to use, like I have an undyed medium XL by Gillio, and even though I love it and I fell in love with the idea, I'm so content with this. So why should I have... I kept thinking, well, what if I use it? What if I look for it after I've sold it? But I think I'm so content I'm going to be in this planner for quite a while. So that's that. And I'll see you soon. Bye.